Hi everyone.
Welcome to our first episode, official episode.
Yang tak main-main.
Yeah,
Kita
cubalah.
Tapi kalau termain tu minta maaf je lah. It's for fun anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you if you listen to our introduction.
Syarfa here.
Dea Farah here. Awkward sih ada camera lah. I'm like very insecure.
Exactly. I feel like aku don't understand why you want to record now.
Habis nak record bila?
There's always another podcast. But why not just record lah.
Record lah kalau tak nak lah.
Jangan.
Okay.
Tak nak je. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today?
Today is a very not controversial lah. Macam okay lah. We are gonna talk about like the struggles of a single person. I'll go.
A single person.
Yeah, versus a married person lah.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Syarfa has a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah, so that's why I think today I have to be far away from the mic.
Boleh. Jangan jauh sangat
Okay.
Okay. So
For context,
yeah,
married at what age again?
I got married at 22.
After school?
Yeah. Yeah, I must say after school. Yeah, immediately after school. Oh.
22. Not working.
Apa?
Not working yet.
I was working lah.
Oh, already
Yeah,
started working then.
but my husband was still in the last semester of school when we get married. Yeah. So, yeah lah.
But surprising though, your parents allow it. Like, macam, you know,
Girl, it's not
Oh, sorry.
it's not an easy process. So
Well,
we can talk about it later.
but 22 years old.
Yeah, it's very young, I admit.
22 years old. But I just started working full time. So, yeah. How is it marry?
Macam interview aku gitu.
Of course lah. Nanti kau pula interview aku.
Yeah. I mean, the main reason I wanted to get married is because prior to that, we've been together since we were 17.
Since sekolah lah.
Which was 2011. So we were together for like 5 years already. 4 years. We got engaged first.
For 2 years.
Yeah. No. We got engaged for 1 year. Yeah. 21 lah. And then like 1 year after that, we got married.
Wait, is it a legal age to get engaged at 21? What's the legal age to get married?
18 kan?
Oh, 18.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
But
yeah, that should be 18 lah. Yeah, so because like so long together already, then macam like, you know lah, people say macam lama-lama kan tak bagus, tak baik, tak manis lah, whatever. So macam
people will start talking.
yeah, and also like we were very close. Then macam like I'm close to his family, then he's close to my family. So then I'm like, why not just get married lah kan? I mean, it's not easy because he was still schooling and he's not even like belum masuk NS pun.
Oh,
Yeah.
how old is he then?
Sama lah. 21?
21 almost NS?
Because from secondary
he
school,
finished sekolah.
yeah.
Okay.
So he finished his diploma like at 22 lah. Yeah, we got married and then the same year, at the end of the year, he enlisted.
Kan macam military wife lah kan.
So
you have experience lah.
I have experience in. Yeah, so I mean, obviously the struggle is financially lah at the start of the marriage, because he's trying to. Because after we got married, he continued working for a while at the place he interned during the last semester of the school. So, and then I haven't found a full-time job yet. Because, ni exclusive sih. I never really like tell people like the whole
Journey.
The
You don't
whole
have
journey
to
lah.
if you don't want. But
Yeah, I mean, I want to, can lah. I mean, it's so long ago, so I don't care also. Yeah, so the reason why I was not working, why?
the person reply.
Apa cakap?
Back.
Okay, sorry for that.
Interference.
Yeah, as I was talking about just now, the reason why I was not working full-time yet is because if I were to work full-time, nanti nak apply for that rumah sewa, the income will be above already.
Oh.
Yeah, because the income ceiling for public rental houses at that point of time was 1,500. Yeah, so
That's the HDB rental thing, right?
I was working. I was still on probation, so my gaji belum go over the limit yet. So alhamdulillah for that rezeki, we got that rental house before we got married. So we got it ready. I think like 3 months before, something like that. Then we got married. We straight away moved into the house. So at first, I was trying to, and then I find another job. So
After you get the rental.
yeah, because I didn't like that job I was at. So I got married in January. So that full-time job I got was in May. Yeah, so with my husband punya part-time salary that time was really hard lah.
So you were surviving on your husband's part-time salary, and you didn't have a job for 4 months.
So of course financial was the main struggle of the initial
Especially
stage of like the initial stage of our marriage. And also, I mean, before we got married also, it was hard because people macam, diorang ni boleh ke tak? Yeah, and mainly because like his siblings and his parents and my parents obviously like macam worried we cannot survive lah kan. Macam,
Questioning lah.
tapi budak ni belum masuk NS, belum apa, tapi dah nak kahwin. Then nanti masuk NS, macam mana bini kau kat luar, something like that. So, I think we made it through that NS, that military punya stage.
But you didn't have a proper plan lah when you get into it. Like, you didn't think about, I mean, the worries of other people. Or you
macam that time kan orang cakap macam
go with the flow.
Macam darah muda kan. Macam fuck whatever people say lah. Macam yang nak kahwin kita apa. Like why people are like so worried about us. Yeah, so because
then nothing can stop us from this
lah, kita macam love wins all lah gitu. Yeah, so yeah, it's not easy lah. Macam kadang-kadang macam kau kahwin muda and all that, but it's not easy because it's very hard to really assure our parents that we can make it. I mean they did help a lot for our wedding, and which we are so thankful for lah. Because kita pun buat kecil-kecil je, tak besar pun. And then after that pun, like along the way, like our parents ada tolong juga financially. But yeah lah, then when he went into military, I was also working. So
2 years.
Alah, 2 years lah.
Every week come back or every day come back?
No lah. Every week buka macam.
So it's a 1 week kind of thing like only once a week.
Wow. I mean, especially the first kan, diorang nak kena masuk for 2 weeks something like that. Sure lah, that was so hard for me. Because macam nak tinggal rumah sendiri kan. And then like
itu pun dah dapat rumah sewa, so you're officially on your own.
Yeah, that's why. So I think halfway through that I live with my mom. Bawa kucing semua tau. Yeah, because macam tak selesa lah tinggal sendiri.
Seorang.
Yeah, and you know that point of time, you know yang ada case yang apa orang pakai jubah tu, yang visiting people's houses lah apa.
What?
I don't know lah. Adalah tu macam makcik keropok but like orang pakai jubah version.
Is it the one visiting house to house or something like that?
Something like that lah. So aku macam dah paranoid gila.
It's human, right?
Wallahu So macam so I just tinggal with my mom. Then after that, lah, book out every week lah.
So every week you come back to your own house and do that. Itu pun susah juga. You have your own house is another commitment.
No, only for that 1 week je. Then lepas tu dia every week dah book out, then aku balik rumah aku lah. Only for that first 2 week dia tak balik, tu yang aku tinggal rumah mak aku. So it was hard lah. But okay, then I was working full time already. We were busy. Then we were saving money for our now house.
BTO house.
And then halfway, almost when we want to move out, the year before, I was pregnant with Hannah already, which was like 2 years after marriage.
So, you give birth at what age?
24 lah.
To you, is that young?
No. Ini macam just nice lah. Dia macam tak tua sangat, tak muda sangat.
What about being in Singapore, having kids at a very young age?
But now, like in our now era kan, macam I feel like above 25 is okay lah.
Above 25?
Yeah.
So below 25 is counted as young already?
Not young. It's not young. Cuma in terms of financial. Like living macam, like I would advise people to settle down within your marriage first.
like financially stable first lah.
Yeah, and then get a house first, you know. Yeah. Busy.
Sekejap nak kena do not disturb. Okay.
Yeah.
So
For me, like, yeah, if you 26, 27, then you can have kids.
wait, so you had Hana where you were still at the rental house?
Yeah, pregnant there.
How was it then?
Oh, that one we kind of planned.
So
macam,
you know that you can make it.
Ada, tak ada. With Hana's case, yeah. So when we got it, macam okay lah. Macam kita tahu, we know that we are going to move house already. So macam, cuma a bit tiring lah when I wanted to move out. Like I was already 5 months, 6 months pregnant, so it's very tiring. Yeah, very busy. So yeah, I gave birth at my current house lah.
So you were working, pregnant.
Oh wait, when I was pregnant, I quit my job because my first pregnancy was so hard, so hard. I was even hospitalized for severe dehydration. There's a term for it called hyperemesis gravidarum.
Oh gosh,
yeah, nothing can go in your mouth. You will just puke everything back. Sampai ni lah, dehydration rabak. I had to go to hospital. It was so bad.
So you kena IV.
Yeah, kena warded lah kira. Yeah.
Wow. And all that, I mean, is still not. He's already
Dah habis kan?
dah finish and as
Yeah, just habis lah kira. Yeah, so it was working full time
already. So I mean, he was the only sole breadwinner.
Yeah, so that was also hard.
You were ready. You feel
Ready-ish lah. Because I really didn't expect that pregnancy to be hard, so I had to berhenti kerja.
How hard is you going to hospital and all lah.
Yeah. So it was really hard lah. Okay, and then the officially moved to the current house also, like we still it's still trying to stabilize financially because I was not working really
until you give birth.
Yeah, I didn't work for like 4 years.
Oh wow.
So within that 4 years I got pregnant with Yusuf. Yeah.
No break lah.
No break lah. But Yusuf was unplanned. Yeah, but they were very unplanned. So
but okay lah, that means you're not working, means you have the time, you can afford the time and all.
Yeah.
When do you start working after becoming a mom?
When Yusuf was 18 months 1 year after giving birth to Yusuf, like he can go into the playgroup already, then I immediately work after that. Yeah, because you need to work to have like those subsidies for school and all that.
So working mom subsidy.
Yeah. If you don't work, that's like extra 400-500 more. So I had to work before I sent him to school.
Hana also.
Hana memang dah masuk lah before that. So
you start working after 4 hours not working.
4 years.
4 years not
Yeah,
working.
rabak gila. Badan
How do you how you adjust yourself?
I cannot. I mean, it was hard lah, of course. Because, I mean, like, the waking up in the morning is normal really for me. It's only the tiring part macam balik tu ada budak tau. So, macam kena penat-penat, you are so tired already, then you have to go back and settle the kids and the house and the husband. So, I guess, one thing of being a mom that young, sometimes takut your head tak officially ready. Yeah, to adapt to all these things. Especially if you're going to be a working mom. Yeah, it's a whole another thing lah. So I guess, yeah, that's the main struggle after being a mom.
So 18 months Yusuf, and how old is Hana?
Hana dah 3-4
years, then you started working already. Meaning they are still, I mean, obviously Yusuf still needs you to be by his side.
Apa?
To be by his side, like when you send and all. When you send him, of course he will cry lah, kan?
Yeah, I mean,
and all.
So far they adapt well to school lah. That's the only good thing.
But what is the struggle of sending them to school?
Oh my god.
You know, you have to go to work. You have to be on time to go to work. You have to wake up. You have to settle 2 kids.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I think in the middle of pandemic, because I gave birth to Yusuf when the pandemic started, 2020. Like it was the worst, because macam
Gonna go out.
yeah, after confinement you can finally go out, right? And then why? Yeah, after confinement can finally go out. Immediately after confinement terus lockdown. The lockdown was like April or something, so I gave birth in February. So macam habis confinement is like April, what? So yeah. And then in the middle of pandemic, my husband stopped working full time, and then he worked as a delivery rider lah. So I think that's the easier part because he's very flexible, what? Obviously, right? So yeah, so mainly I went to work and he settled the kids. Yeah, I think, even though he's not earning a stable income at that point of time, like during the pandemic.
But it fits lah.
Yeah, it fits our schedule. Like
Yeah, fits your schedule, fits your tummy.
Yeah.
Tummy? It helps lah.
Yeah, it helps at that point of time. So macam we really needed to sacrifice. Macam okay, kau tak boleh kerja full time for now. Either one of us. So I was sick of living at home already. After 4 years of not working, I need to get out and work. I cannot really. So I don't mind him working part time for that. Macam kerja delivery rider at that point. So yeah lah, he mainly settled the kids lah before their school. So we had no issues sangat at that point of time because he was flexible and then he can fetch the kids after school. And then I work 9 to 5 macam biasa.
Yeah, so it's your risky to have a husband that is understanding of it.
Yeah,
willing to work things out.
Yeah.
And help each other. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
In marriage,
obviously,
in parenting, especially at this age right now.
One must be willing to sacrifice lah, especially when it comes to the kids. Because macam, yelah, orang will say macam, macam mana ni kerja tak ada CPF, tak stable. Tapi kau nak jaga anak aku ke?
That's right.
Yeah, because we had no alternative help at that point of time. Mak bapak kita semua tinggal jauh. Then,
and that time was COVID also. So
exactly,
you cannot.
Exactly. So we needed that flexibility lah at that point of time. Macam nak apply helper and all that pun pakai duit.
Correct.
Yeah,
it's not cheap.
Yeah, it's not cheap at all. So yeah lah, now, yeah. So the struggles of after marriage is mainly after you become a parent lah. That's where more struggles come in terms of financial, in terms of losing your individuality as a person after becoming a mom, and then you stay at home for that long. Like you lose yourself,
Yeah, I'm sure there's some sacrifice that you need to make as a person. As a person, as a mom yourself, of course there's a sacrifice that you need to make. But I'm sure it's all worth it.
Alhamdulillah, it's worth it lah, of course, because they are really good kids. Then macam entah, okay lah, I guess. It's hard lah in the beginning, so
eventually you adapt to it. You adapt to parenting.
Yeah.
But okay. Hard question. What do you think about letting your parents taking care of your kids? If both you and the husband have to work.
To me, it's a good thing because you don't have to find for external help, provided if they are okay with your parenting style and you are okay with their parenting style. Because if they are gonna take care of your kids, they are going to be their parents,
second also. Parents too.
Yeah, so macam korang nak kena ada that communication and nak kena bilang, okay, mak jangan gini, macam bapa jangan gini ke apa, like you guys need to come to a decision on how you guys want the kids to be.
Yeah, but our generation and our parents' generation, teachings might not be the same.
Yeah, of course lah.
And when they are taking care of your kids, you might not be there.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that? Okay.
To me, as long as macam, okay, for me, my mom really manjakan my kids to the max. Like,
grandparents.
I even say to her like, dulu aku tak macam gini pun. Aku tak dapat pun layan yang ni. But yeah, because grandparents, right? So I guess dorang punya manjakan dorang, like they can do anything and get away with it kind. So macam, to me, macam tak melampaui batas, I think okay kot. That's why I say like different parents has different parents. Like they have different grandparents and styles. So macam, I know how they didik me last time. And now I see that, you can see how your parents treat your kids. I mean, kalau tak suka, then just cakap je.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Not every parents can accept. So
then if you cannot accept, then don't send them over to your parents.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I've heard a lot of things from other people. Like, sometimes they cannot accept how their parents take care of their kids.
Kadang-kadang macam makan ni tak boleh, nanti kasih makan.
Atau tak boleh kasi tengok tab. Like, TV is too much for the day. But it's difficult, what? Because like, okay, like example, at home you are teaching this way. And then at your parents' house, they are teaching this way. Budak tak confused ke?
Yalah, betul lah.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, because okay, let's say if you send once a week lah, it's just once a week apa.
So kalau yang once a week.
Yeah.
Kalau yang everyday yang kids tak sekolah, you know,
for me,
never get to go.
Okay, for me, this is me lah. After warning, this is my opinion. For me, macam it's good enough that you have someone to take care of your kids. Kalau macam kita dah ada orang tolong, kita tak boleh, kena thankful dan tak boleh complain lah. Because dah bagus tu orang tolong tau. Because kalau kau tak suka, kau cari helper kau sendiri and kau boleh didik helper kau sendiri. So macam tak boleh complain much lah to me. Dah bagus, orang tu dah tua, orang tu nak jaga anak kau, dah jaga kau, nak jaga anak kau sekarang. Then just orang cakap, we need to have leniency lah in some ways.
Then what do you think about those grandparents that requires their me time?
Means?
Like, any of the day they don't want to take it. Like example, they jaga for 5 days. 5 days of the week because dia tak dapat sekolah. Or belum boleh masuk sekolah. But they really need a break. You willing to take a leave or whatever?
No, you have to, because bro, kita tak control parents kita. Tak boleh lah. It's hard.
So I mean, I do not have any experience of my parents have to take care of cucu or whatever lah. But I do hear stories of people like sending their kids to their parents, and end up that the parents have to commit to it. Like, you know, I cannot go out because my cucu is here. Or aku tak pergi pasar because cucu ada. Then cucu don't want to doesn't want to let me go. He just want to be there.
Also, it's inconvenient to bring them to the pasar and all that.
And then tak boleh bawa kerja rumah because the cucu have to see me. It have to see the nenek or the atuk be there. So I feel like macam I don't know. I don't know. I feel that it's a bit inappropriate.
And
maybe
also,
a bit selfish because mungkin when the start of it, like, it becomes a benda yang ikhlas tau. Like, tak apalah, mak jaga, you know. Tapi as days goes by, where you feel you are so tired, burn out,
betul and lah. Kita sendiri as parents burn out. Apalagi orang tua, betul lah.
So you need to, I don't know, maybe you have to give way lah.
Kita
like how you need a break, your parents also need a break.
Jangan sampai kita punya parents pun lose their individuality and their old days. They don't get to enjoy their old days. Disebabkan kita cari duit macam sampai jadi hamba duit lah orang cakap.
So it has become a commitment instead of I want to do it because it's my cucu.
Betul-betul.
Like, you know,
jadi macam duty lah, bukan something that they really enjoy dengan cucu.
I mean, when you were born, your parents taking care of you. Then now you give birth to other people. You give birth to kids, your parents have to take care of you.
That's why.
I mean, we all understand that in Singapore both have to be working. But I think you have to have leniency lah.
That's why I say kalau dah susah, terpaksa cari helper sendiri. Because to me, like, I really cannot complain if my parents are taking care of them. I have to work things out with your partner lah.
Which is, I mean, which is important lah kan. I mean, you have to sit down and talk. But a lot of people give an excuse that tak apalah, I pay my mother is better than I pay my helper what. I pay helper what. But a helper is duty.
It's their job to
their
do
job.
That.
They are paid. But you giving your parents money is actually, nak ikutkan, is part of your, you know, a duty as a son or a duty as a daughter. So it's different one. You know. So macam,
I mean, to those yang bayar dorang punya parents, itu dorang punya arrangement lah. It's your problem.
But they're using it as an excuse. I can tell my parents to to teach how I want to teach just because I'm being there.
Yeah, that one is a real
nice,
a moral question. You can need to question your morals really lah. Like
Yeah.
that. That's why I say gasak kurang lah kan
Yeah.
for this kind of people.
But tapi pucuk pangkat is your own self lah.
Yeah.
How you want to treat your parents and how you want your kids to be.
Yeah.
So that's my view lah.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you because just because kita bayar orang tu tak semestinya macam kita boleh suruh orang buat apa-apa, because at the end of the day orang parents kita.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just parents, it's humanity. Even if you pay your helper, you cannot be asking your helper to do some things that she is beyond her
beyond her job scope.
Job scope or capability.
Yeah.
So it's humanity lah after all, kan? I mean, do think about it lah. I know. I mean, I've heard stories.
Yeah.
I didn't experience it firsthand, but lah. Sometimes I cannot say much also because one is not my family, and
one thing macam alah kau belum kahwin, kau belum ada anak. But
one thing about it, yes, is that okay? People be like, you be in my shoes first, then you can talk about it. But
okay, let me ask you. What is your how do you feel when people say kau belum kahwin, so you have no say about it?
Yeah, don't say anything lor. Then don't come to me lah. I mean, for me it's easy. I mean, most of my friends are married.
Yeah.
So most of my friends are married. But I don't know if you believe this or not, but people do come to me for relationship advice when I'm not even in a relationship.
I think you are like a very comforting person.
I can say that I'm a very good listener, but sometimes I may not be a good advisor because I am not in your shoe. So it's always like, okay, I can listen to you, I can make you feel better, but don't expect me to give you an answer that can solve your problem lah. I can make you think of your choices, but don't expect me to decide for you for your choices. So for this kind of thing, if people say, usually people who says that are not close friends lah. Even if they said that to me means, if they said that kind of things to me, then I'll just say, then don't come to me lah. Or if that ever happened in front of my face, I don't even talk to them about it lah.
Yeah.
So most of them is just like, okay, I just see, I close my eyes, and then it's a self-reflection juga for me. Like, if I see it happen, if I'm in their shoe, will I do it?
What will you do? Yeah.
I mean, I don't have to be married to understand the struggle.
Yeah, betul.
I can be listening to everyone around me saying, I mean, I understand how the Singapore situation is right now. Kids, like, it's expensive to have kids. I know, I don't have to have kids, but I know it's expensive. Like, I know how much it costs to send them to school. I know how much milk costs, and blah, 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 and there's so much more things that we don't talk about. So
you think, macam, single people can give advice to
a certain extent. Yeah. I cannot be saying like because it might be easy for me. It might be easy to give you an advice because really I am not committed to whatever you are in right now. But if I were to give you a point of view, and it's also my point of view, is as a single, not as a married. Married has another commitment that you may or may not be attached to. I can say it because it's not my relationship. So I can give you 2 point POVs lah, but again, usually I give my friends two things to think about. See, I don't give them, I want you to do this. Then you think about it. Like, I give you this and you give this, but then I also give you the consequences that are going to happen for both of it.
True. Right.
You know?
Speaking from first-hand experience.
So it's like that lah. I cannot be the one that
ask you to do it, like make decisions lah.
You have to do it, you know. I want you to do it, you do it. No, what? I have to give you, okay, if you do this, if you do A, this is what's going to happen. If you do B, this is what's going to happen. Are you ready for both of it or not? You weigh yourself. So I can, because sometimes when people come and complain to you, it's not because they want you to solve their problem. You just want we
need someone to macam buka minda kita, then like, you know, just see things from
second brain. They call it second brain.
Is it?
Because when you are distracted or when you are distraught, you tend to think on what only you want to think. You will not look at other people POVs.
Yeah, kadang-kadang bila orang tengok ada different view, then Allah betul juga dia ni cakap.
So sometimes people need a tight slap. Like, so do I.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course when I'm distraught, I only think about this.
Yeah.
I want it. But when other people tell me, you sure not you want to do this? But if you go to this, you can have this. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why it's not a bad thing to go to a single person to ask for relationship advice. Because one, we can see from a single POV. Also, if you find someone that can think of your POV, then it's good enough lah. Which I feel that I am sympathetic. I'm empathetic. So I can understand them. So maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Also because I listen instead of demand. Some people is not a good listener.
Yeah, I understand.
I have people, I have friends who I am listening to, but they themselves is not a good listener lah.
Yeah.
So I have
some people are talkers and some people are listeners.
Yeah. So you feel more worse lah if you talk to people who can't listen.
Yeah.
So don't go to people who don't listen. That's what I must say.
Yeah.